Let's talk about Devin Nunes. If we've learned nothing else about Republican Congressman Devin Nunes since he's been sort of shoved into the limelight by his dim-witted and reckless wanderings into interfering with the Trump-Russia investigation, it is that Devin Nunes is the epitome of the hyper-partisan loser that we should all want out of Congress sooner than later. Remember, when he was running the House investigation, he went to Donald Trump and said, hey, here's what we're doing in the House investigation. Remember when he made a huge to-do about his memo based on intelligence he hadn't even seen, which he said was going to totally shock us in terms of the partisan nature of Robert Mueller's investigation. Remember when he went on Fox News' Fox and Friends last week and he said the provable lie that Trump and indicted advisor George Papadopoulos had never met. Anyway, much like the presidency has been a huge nightmare for the Trump family in many ways, I don't think the recent publicity for Devin Nunes has been particularly good for him, and it's getting even worse now. There's a so-called news website called the California Republican, and the California Republican was churning out just all sorts of pond scum drivel, promoting nonsense about the entire Release the Memo non-scandal and endless other stories. And the website had been registered to a political consultant named Alex Tavlian, but Politico did an investigation, and lo and behold, it appears as though the news website is actually run by the campaign of one Devin Nunes, Republican from California. And after Politico reported on this, the website for the California Republican has mysteriously gone offline. But they put up a Facebook message saying that it was a result of heavy traffic and an attack on their servers that has led to the California Republican being down. Republican Devin Nunes has been caught running a fake news website. Now, I'm not saying, quote, fake news, end quote. I'm saying a news website that is fake in the sense that it's run by a Republican member of Congress and a particularly partisan one. And hey, listen, if Nunes doesn't like the reporting that's out there, he conveniently can just create his own news website and report whatever the hell he wants. Here's a tweet from the California Republican Twitter account pronouncing that Devin Nunes is a hero with the quote, "This is what a hero looks like." And it's a picture of Devin Nunes looking either pained or constipated, unclear which. Is anything real about Devin Nunes? I mean, bogus memos based on intel he hasn't seen, news websites that are actually campaign-linked propaganda. This guy is one of the worst, isn't he?
You know what this reminds me of? Remember there were a few weeks back in the summer where the Trump administration was putting out a show of its own that they called Real News?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they had Eric Trump's wife starring in one of the episodes. And
Is that
Kayleigh
Lara Trump?
McEnany. Lara Trump, yep.
Yeah.
But at least then you knew that it was from the administration.
That's right,
I mean,
yeah.
They tried to hide this.
I'd love to know who came up with this, right? Like, imagine Devin Nunes going to some PR consultants saying, listen, I'm getting crushed by negative stories and we got to take control back. Here's an idea. Create your own news website and then just publish whatever you want, including tweets that you're a hero. Nunes is kind of like the kid in high school who tried to cheat on everything, but he was sort of too incompetent to do it. So it backfired, and it ended up even worse than if he just got a mediocre grade on the test. That's the equivalent of what Devin Nunes is doing here. And the guy's got to go. And hey,
Yeah.
You know what? You can vote him out in 8 months because every single one of these guys and gals are up for re-election in November.
And he's from California, too. Now, I don't know how conservative the district that he's from is.
Medium,
But
yeah.
I'm sure he has a chance
He has
of
a
losing.
chance. Yeah, he has a chance of losing and he has a chance of winning.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you could get him out, but it's not going to be the easiest.